Good evening, divers.
Welcome to a special election edition. We've got a full house tonight. Oz, Amber, who's all with us?
Hi, guys. Chris, Natural Progressive. I'm here.
Can Oz hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Marcus, introduce yourself. Marcus.
Yeah, the German is also here. This is no joke, you know. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, we are looking for the blue wave, right?
Not really, but okay.
Rhonda.
Rhonda Walker here, Southwest Washington.
Rhonda.
Happy to be a part of the show tonight. I'll be checking in and out with other candidates and kind of hopefully give some updates as I talk with them. So looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
Okay, so everybody's monitoring different streams, right? So I've got the New York Times and Matt Taibbi up. Who's got what?
I got the Guardian.
You got the Guardian.
I think
Marcus.
the Post here.
Marcus got the Post. Chris,
Yeah, I got New York Times also.
you got Times.
Yeah.
I got Fox and CNN. Woo!
Oh yeah, I got Fox.
Congrats.
Too.
God, we can multitask. Amazing.
Multitask. Look, all of these brains together.
There's the map. I've got to make it a little bit bigger. The graphic's going to be a little different looking tonight. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, ladies.
Those pictures just crack me up. The
Avatars, they are. So we have a lot of fun with those.
Yeah, we got
Today we did a guest spot over on the Convo Couch. We did a dive and they restreamed it for their election special because they're running all day. And I took a little Oz avatar and set it on the Convo Couch. It was super cute.
Yes, it was.
And we thought it was Bernie Van Man, David Crow. We told them they'd have to get him home someday soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need him back.
Yeah, we asked for him back.
Yeah.
It was only a lease until election day. I'm not sure. I know it's
Actually, he was way longer than I had wanted him to be. I wanted him back here to help us in Washington too.
I know, right? Yeah.
Hey, Cheese Man.
We miss you, Crow.
Cheese Man, for good luck.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey, so Spencer Cox just won for Utah governor. Unfortunately.
Ew.
So, yeah, Republican, in case anyone didn't know. Damn.
All right, so where are we at? Where are we at on Texas? What's going on there, guys? I got 69% of the vote counted, and Trump is leading Biden 50.7 to 48%.
I was 77% counted and 50.5 to 48.1 Donald Trump.
And who's that coming out of, Chris?
Huh? That's Texas.
No, I mean
New York Times.
New York Times. Okay, great.
I think it's nearly impossible for Joe Biden to win Texas now. I think the big cities are already gone. You know, they're counted mostly, and now we are in the most rural areas, and I think this is clearly going to Trump now.
Yeah, I think so too.
What do you think about Florida? I mean, Donald Trump's 51.2 and Biden 47.7 with 93% of the vote counted.
Yeah, Trump's got Florida.
Yeah, he's been holding Florida steady for a while now. I think he's got it.
Yeah, that's one of those states that he has to win. So
beside what's already called, it's looking like the only thing east that may go Biden would be Minnesota. And everything else is going to Trump from Texas over, Dakotas, Wyoming, all Trump.
Can't believe that.
Amber, can you kick up your gain a little bit on your microphone? You're a little light.
How's that?
And I think this time in Florida, maybe they could blame now the retirees there, you know, because they did not come out in droves, you know, to vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah, well, all the retirees, why would they want to?
Would be a different picture compared to 2016, when all bad, you know, was caused by the Bernie bros and girls, right?
Yeah, of course. Michigan, you know, one of the hot tickets there, only 28% counted, but 55.4 for Donald Trump, Biden 42.7. I don't think it was a great thing for good old Obama to go back to Flint, Michigan.
I brought a report about that tonight. It's on the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I the minute I heard that he
What
was
the
in
hell?
Flint, I'm like, oh my God. And then, of course, always getting scooped by Jimmy Dore.
I know, right?
We have a super chat from Insight and Awareness in honor
Yeah.
of Stella Grams, who passed away around 11 o'clock. Rest in peace.
Oh,
Oh,
Vic,
sorry.
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
I lost a grandma as well this year, and my dog Stella, so I totally.
Oh, that's
Stella's
right.
awesome and very loved.
Yeah, this is.
Honor
Yeah,
honor
this
your
is-
memories and your time with
Yeah.
that you've had with them.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of losses and more to come, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Just keep people safe that you know and love, and don't be stupid.
The good thing is she got a good age. I think she was nearly 90. What I see here, right?
Right.
That's pretty good.
This is also good. This is a good thing about it.
With everything going on, we can only hope to live that long.
Yeah.
I don't know if we are.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Pearson, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this election makes me feel like I'm witnessing my own surgery. It is exactly, like this, like you're sitting in the dentist chair, and wow, everything is horrible there.
Speaking of surgery, I want to give a shout out to
Yeah.
our missing partner, Savage Joy, who's recovering from her eye surgery today. She did request extra Quaaludes so she could sleep through today.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
will return to consciousness tomorrow.
Right.
And I know she's got
All the best for Joy, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her and Pat
absolutely.
have a good show coming up this week. So
Yeah, and if anybody has any extra Quaaludes, they can mail them to me at roarmedialive@gmail.com.
Yeah, I can't
Just-
No
imagine.
kidding. I'm almost out of Valiums. I don't know what I'm going to do.
All right, everybody, keep an eye on the hallway for me. Suzanne should be coming along shortly.
Yeah, I'm watching.
All right, there we go. And that's,
Inside, so sorry about your Grams passing last night. So sweet
That's
of you
horrible.
to donate in her honor. So I wanted to make sure we do honor
Absolutely. Insight and
Graham
awareness.
Graham, Stella. We love you, Incited, and we hope you get through this okay. We're here for you if you need us.
And we live insight and awareness. Always here supporting us. So thank you.
cool. All right.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won, really.
Yeah, so did Ilhan Omar.
What was the spread on that one? Were they just decisive victories?
Let's see.
What did I say today? She's a reality TV progressive. That's what I told my husband. I go, oh, that's funny.
She kind of is. I mean,
she's out there to tote the token progressive, and she doesn't actually get anything done, I don't feel.
No, lots of lectures. I mean, wait, does that sound like Warren or?
Right. She took to Twitch TV, which is where the gamers are gaming, and she became an affiliate in record time, like the fastest person to ever become an affiliate. So
Among us.
not
Elizabeth
surprising.
Warren did.
No, Ocasio-Cortez.
it'll make me spit out my teeth.
Elizabeth Warren. Hey, I would like a beer.
I did.
Thanks. I'm just like you because I drink a beer. No, I don't think so.
Shanda, I didn't know you had dentures.
I was gonna be really, really friggin' impressed. Personally.
I said my tea, not my teeth.
Oh, I thought you said your teeth. I'm sorry.
I didn't know you needed a hearing aid.
I do. I need a hearing aid for sure. I definitely do. We are streaming on several platforms tonight: Twitch TV, on Rockfin, on the Land of Oz on Facebook. I've dropped some other links. We are on Twitter, and where else are we? Are we anywhere else? Did I miss one? Oh, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
Facebook.
I forgot.
I have a
YouTube.
slide for that later.
Yeah, I hope so.
Arizona looks like it's going to go to Biden, apparently.
Yeah.
Hi to everybody in the chat. I didn't get to say hi. Auntie Ann.
Yeah, say hi to the chat. Hey, Chris Foster.
Hey,
Chris Foster, my buddy, is
Yeah.
here.
Lynn, Vermont. We've got.
I don't have my
Melissa.
chat pulled up because every time I click on the map for the election thing, I can't see.
Oh, I know. It's hard
hear
to
you.
toggle through all these.
Yeah, it is.
Dang
Yeah,
it.
Juliet Nickel. Jeez, man. Let me see who
Maybe I
else.
should reduce the map
Jeffrey
a little.
Pearson. I
Maybe
heard
I can
Jeffrey's
see
in
both
there.
of them at
Melissa
the same
H.
time.
There's Melissa.
There
And
you go.
I
Maybe-
apologize
oops.
if I miss anybody. Okay. Keith Hayes. Tax the rich. Keith Hayes. Yes.
Eat the rich. How about that?
So you can barely hear me, Amber?
Correct.
I can hear him just fine. Anybody else have problem
I
hearing?
can
him?
hear
I mean,
you.
I can hear you. You're just quieter compared to everybody else.
I wouldn't be surprised. Is that
That's
better?
Speak up, sir.
You got to talk into your microphone, son.
Yeah, I got to talk. And plus, there again, I'm using a squirrel cage for a mixer, and it has little toothpicks in it that I have to adjust it with. So,
Well, and I'm thinking it's your Debbie Downer attitude over this. Beautiful.
Yeah, we're all drained.
dingo,
election.
Oh, hi, Auntie Ann and Keith Hayes.
a dingo.
And Cirrus, 1976, and a dingo ate my baby.
Oh, you say that so
Who's
well.
drained? I'm not
Melissa,
drained.
hi.
We're not drained. We've got lots of work to do still, guys. You guys cannot be drained. Come on, get your energy going.
I've had Valium. I'm going to be like mellow. Okay.
I know, like.
No mellow. No
I
mellow.
can't help it. It was either that or I'd go off my rocker. I
All right.
This is
No
how.
rockers.
That's how I really feel tonight. Right there. That's it. I feel like this because that's what we're
Who do
electing.
they got?
It's exactly what we're electing.
Oh, they got Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
So
Thomas,
Matt Taibbi and Katie Helper have got David Sirota and Thomas Frank on.
Oh man,
What a
share the
show.
wealth, you guys. Come
I
on.
know, what a show.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
It's crazy cool. I'm learning so much tonight.
Doesn't look too good in North Carolina now.
Trump
Trump took over.
Trump.
90% of the votes are counted.
Ah.
And he is leading by 0.6% now.
Oh, cool. Just right. Just what we need. Good news. Thanks for that, Marcus. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
So the
thank
only
you.
states for grab are now Arizona, Iowa, as it seems, New Hampshire, but it's all too close, I think. And there's also
Oh no, Arizona looks like
Minnesota,
Biden.
Minnesota also.
Minnesota is going Biden.
It better go Biden.
73% of the vote in Arizona, 53.9 to Biden, 44.9 to Donald Trump.
Has anybody got an electoral college count? I've got 131 to 98
Yeah.
over on PBS.
Yeah, I won 31 to 98. That's what we have at the Guardian.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got that at New York Times.
Well, then let's go see what Fox is saying because Fox's was off the last time I was over there.
Yeah, they were way off. They were way off.
Arizona
Way
is
off.
0. No, it's back. No, it's back.
Biden's trending real high in Iowa. Is that going to hold? Iowa?
14%? I doubt this.
No, it won't hold. It's just they're counting in his favor is what they're doing, right?
Of course.
All right.
Pennsylvania is
Counted Des Moines first.
Well, I got
Fox is reporting 129 over 109.
what?
Yep.
Yes.
For
They've been
who?
off the whole night.
Biden.
Okay, Suzanne's
For
here.
Biden, yeah.
I'm going to switch my camera out with Suzanne. She is coming in right now.
Yay, Suzanne.
Yay, Suzanne. So we will readjust or not.
And Trump is leading with 1.5 million in the popular vote.
Cool.
Isn't that weird? I hate the electrical college. Why can't we just change that?
Then
They'd
then
like
Trump
to,
would
but I
win,
don't-
win also.
It may
Come
not
on.
go in our favor.
Why won't they just listen to us and change that? I mean, no, seriously, for overall it would work.
I know what you mean.
I say.
I think
ranked
first
choice
we need to get to a ranked choice voting type system. I think that's going to really help kind of open things up versus the electoral college.
Yeah, Suzanne Murphy says that ranked choice is leading there today.
It is.
It's
Building.
flip-flopping,
It's
actually.
flip flopping. Shoot.
Oh, it's flip flopping.
Yeah, the last time, just now, we were ahead for a little bit, and then it's now falling back to the classic Massachusetts 2020 60-40 thing. It's like they plug in
Oh, wow.
a range around 60-40, and we noticed in the primary, every single precinct in every town seemed to be coming in around 60-40 with a little small margin of difference on either side. And it's following the same way. So right now, no's have it 53.3% to 40, is that 46? Sorry. Yeah, 46.7% with 35% reporting.
Okay, shocking news from Utah. Joseph Biden is 48.9%, Donald Trump 48.1%.
What?
How much of the vote is in?
I've got
34%, but that's not
I got
like-
52 already.
I got 52 too.
what is it saying at 52%? What is happening? Do I need to refresh
You
this
need to
page?
refresh. Donald Trump's got 53.5 in Utah. Joe Biden's got 43.1 at
That's
50.
still quite a bit for a Democrat in Utah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sure
it
is.
That's a good showing for a Dem.
I don't understand.
And they don't have like they haven't counted all the ballots that are coming in by mail either.
I'm
So-
surprised they haven't called Minnesota for Biden yet, because he's got 722,000 and Trump's got 438. So it's 61% to 37%. Even at estimated 38%, the trending is going to favor Biden in Minnesota.
That just blows me away with you. I'm sorry, I've been in Utah my whole life, and I've never seen a Democrat even come near that.
Well, the map that
Ever.
I'm looking at
Well, he's
is
not running against your average Republican, that's for sure.
I
yeah.
was going to say, it's a lot of those Republicans are voting for Biden that they just can't stomach voting for Trump. So I'm happy to. It is showing us that it is trending towards change. Well, again, we know we won't be a big change,
Not
but at least
significant.
at least not Trump.
No.
Well, the way I'm looking,
How's he doing in Florida? I lost track. Is he still up in Florida, Trump?
91% Trump's still at 51.3 and Biden's at 47.
How about Ohio?
The Ohio's 80% of the votes in, and it's 52.1 Trump and 46.6 Biden. I got to tell you, this is looking really good for Donald Trump, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
know.
Texas, Trump's back in the lead really well. So
He
50.
needs
I
only
win?
7 states to win it.
Do I win a prize, Oz?
Does who win a prize? You and I?
Me.
I'm
because we all lose. We cannot celebrate you winning
Nobody's
that,
winning.
Amber.
It's my
You
bet.
can-
It's
Yeah,
my
nobody
bet.
wins. No matter whether it's Donald Trump or Biden,
No.
nobody wins.
That's right. That's why it's like we have skin in the game and we don't. You know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel about it. It's
My
like we all
predictions
really
are holding,
do,
though.
but we.
The local
Yes, you're correct. Amber.
proposals and all that were important to me, not this.
I do
But-
have a big update from the great state of South Dakota.
Oh,
You might imagine went 64% for Donald Trump and steady red down the ballot until we get to the statewide ballot measures, which is where I'm get excited.
Oh, good.
Legalizing medical marijuana looks to be passing at 68%, and
Yay.
fully legalizing marijuana is at 51%. So they may end up with
Maybe they're
both.
libertarians.
I made some calls into there for some of those initiatives, and overall, I got great responses. But I did get a few. You can tell quite elderly people on the phone that was like, "Oh, yes for this one, no on marijuana." I'm like, "But really?"
Don't be smoking the crazy plant, Rhonda.
Devil's lettuce.
Yes,
But
the devil's
overwhelmingly, people were for it. So I'm very
that one.
hopeful that it will pass there.
That's a fairly positive sign. They only have 28% in, so that looks really promising to me. And the fact that it's on 14 additional states is huge. So this
That
is
is
how we're going to
huge.
do single payer healthcare, state banking, and ranked choice voting. You guys, is even in these red states, we're going to push hard.
Yeah, you have
Initiatives.
to.
Yeah, we have to. We don't have a choice. Well, we just got an update on Mass. It's gotten a little bit tighter. 49% of the vote in, 53 no, 47 yes. Little bit tighter, not much.
Hey guys, we have joining us Jordan Allen, by the way, and Lynn Vermont, Melissa H.
And Barbara
Jordan.
Bartleson.
Hey.
Yeah, Barbara, hey. She says
Hello.
hey to Oz, Shanda, Marcus, Rhonda,
Welcome, everybody.
and
And
all in chat.
and Tyler Vega just slid in the room.
Yes.
Hey, Tyler.
Everybody in here.
Big
Tyler.
up.
Yeah.
Yay. We got to say hi to our peeps. They're part of this show as much as we are.
Yeah, they're our family.
Here's a notice from Melissa.
really?
Somebody want to read this?
Uphill Media. So far in Vermont, almost 6% voting for other than Biden or Trump,
Yay.
including writing in and leaving POTUS blank.
Blank. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love
Yeah,
that.
I voted third party for president. I didn't vote for either Biden nor Trump. So
Yeah, I think Vermont's a little butthurt that their candidate isn't where he should be as far.
damn. Donald
Yes,
Trump's
exactly.
ahead again.
Yeah.
It's still freaking close.
I think they also don't want to lose Bernie
But
to the in the Senate.
Well, this is where we have to be so organized next time around because we do have the percentages to get third party, I do believe, but we've got to be coming together for that to make it happen.
We do. We're not doing a good job of coming together, it seems.
No,
Not good enough.
We've got
We
about a
never will by
year or two to
design.
get our shit together, so we are prepared. Yeah.
I would like to raise a question to you guys. When I look at those numbers and I ask myself, how would Bernie do tonight?
He'd be killing it.
He would kill it. He would have definitely killed it.
Do you
Bernie
really
would've
think so?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think that, don't you think-
Absolutely.
Hold on. My thesis is the following. Don't you think that the people are so tired from Trump on the Democratic side that they don't want to dare any more experiments, right? So maybe, well, I'm skeptic that Bernie...
I don't think they want the establishment either.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to factor in the socialism scare that they've been pushing on
Yeah,
the
they've
far
been
right.
pushing
That's a big deal.
I
That's a
was gonna
big
say
deal.
Marcus isn't
Yep.
too far off because my
No.
stepdad is that like libertarian kind of that elusive, like he's always done more Democrat. He said he's never voted Republican, but he really is that kind of mindset, that line. And he asked me, he goes, do you really think he could have done it? I'm like, yes, he could win. And he's like, I don't know, because it is the extremes, even though we don't believe he's extreme, because that's, to me, those are mainstream.
We know, yeah.
Right, but because of all the fractions and the violence and everything coming out here right now, I you're right. I don't know. I think before I think he should win, but you're right. The scare tactics and this extreme might.
No, but if
Well, Trump was supposed to be the populist candidate for the disenfranchised right, and they are making such a big issue of Biden being so lefty, and like all the fear mongering that was going on
Exactly.
on the right.
Biden is doing a sucky job at representing the left.
Right.
He's not the left.
If
He's not the left.
Biden, or if Bernie Sanders were in the debates with Trump instead of Biden, he would have made a much better case.
Well,
And-
true. And he did have a good majority of that center back in 2016 and going into 2020, the workers, so I do
Yeah.
think that we could, yes, I do think he still would win above, but I think it would definitely be more polarizing feeling right now. But I do believe more would come on the side of good, or
I personally think there's a chance, there's an argument to be made, as Marcus points out, that it would be more violent, that there would be more reaction from the right and the people types that support Trump.
But-
I mean, they are really petrified of anything that even sounds like left. I mean,
But the left were so energized with Bernie Sanders. I think they could have met that challenge. I just
I'm not-
think they could have if they were given the stage. Now that wouldn't happen, and this media craziness we have that they don't want to tell the truth about everything. But
I think it's the only thing that the left, that the center right, which is now the Democrat Party, and the right will agree on is the threat, the existential threat of Sanders to both parties. I think they would unite. We saw that happening.
they have. That's why we're here today.
Yeah,
They did
right.
unite.
They did.
Yes.
So I think they would combine forces to protect the duopoly, because the controlled opposition element would no longer be controlled. They'd have true opposition. The controlled part is the Republicans and the Democrat. You bring an insurgent party like Sanders, and the control element is now gone, and it won't
Yes.
work.
Exactly.
So
But that's sad, and I want to think better of people.
I know, but I do too. Believe me, I am still not over Bernie, and I don't think it'll ever be over Bernie from 2016, let alone 2020. I just tweeted about that this morning when they were talking about ballots and stealing elections. It's like, why weren't they concerned about that in 2016 for Bernie? You know,
Well,
count every ballot.
of course they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just want to report that the great state of Nebraska, which has gone clearly red down the ballot, also heavily 71% voted in favor to remove slavery exemption from criminal punishment.
Can you believe that's on the freaking ballot?
Voted to remove.
Yes,
Can
I
you
can.
repeat that again? What was the initiative?
Slavery exemption for criminal punishment.
You know, that's a
The
lot more
black it?
progressive than what was on my ballot in Utah, which was removing slavery from the Constitution of Utah, but leaving the exemption for criminal punishment. Like criminal punishment can still use slavery,
Yeah.
but you just can't own slaves or.
So they
I was
also-
freaked out.
Thing?
That's how our
That's a thing. It's a
That's how our
thing.
Constitution sits right now, the 13th. They went straight from, owning to criminalizing, and it did nothing change. They just went from being able to be outside to being jailed inside.
Yeah, they just exempted the prison industrial complex or whatever from
everything.
from that rule about no slavery. That's what is on the ballot right now in Utah. That's one of the things I had to vote on. Otherwise, I wouldn't have freaking voted if it weren't for that and another issue locally in this county. But
So, Amber, does that mean that they can start fighting to get livable wages for prisoners in jails working, or?
Yes. So some of the other interesting things, which to me the biggest thing was the overwhelming majority supporting this in a very red state, but also they 84% voted to cap payday loan rates at 36%. That's a huge margin for an initiative in any state. That's massive. They also had, they're also allowing a bunch of gambling, which is great. I'm sure they'll spend their extra money from their payday loans at the racetrack. But the fact that they're extending tax increment financing and looking at some of the ways that I'm sure rural America has been completely taken advantage of by, the systems that be and financing. So very interesting results for a very red state.
Can somebody read this? Can somebody read this for me?
Fiora Isabel, the fact that Flint, Michigan went red should be enough to stop anyone from ever believing the Democrat Party can be reformed. Stop lying to yourselves. It's a dead party.
Thank you, Fiorella.
I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Absolutely right.
It's disgusting what they did.
Yeah.
What they did in Michigan. Disgusting.
Obama has so much to do with that.
Yes.
So much to do with that.
And if this picture, what we are seeing here, continues, then we can say the complete Democratic campaign aiming at conservative or former Trump voters, was completely failed.
Yeah, Lincoln Project was an epic fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. It is crazy. Crazy after those 4 years to see those numbers.
They really raised a lot of money for themselves, though. Come on.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, raising a lot of money doesn't mean they translate to votes, apparently.
Nope, they just keep the same people in paid positions, and we call that the consultant donor class.
Yeah.
And they also did you hear this one? How they were saying, and I think it's a really valid point, that this whole Lincoln Project mentality, the strategy was pretty short-sighted in that the Republicans going over may vote at the top of the ticket, but they're not going to vote down ballot. So it hurts down ballot Democrats.
Yeah.
That's the argument. So I think there's some
Here-
basis to that.
Here's something that's going to cheer everybody up. We will share more tomorrow, but here's my prediction. I still think PA and NC could go red, especially PA, and MI could go blue. As of now, here's my prediction. I realize this contradicts most polls, but most polls were wrong in 2016. States to watch are PA, MI, WI, and NC. The calculation she has there is the Republicans 270 and the Democrats 268. Didn't we call it as a squeaker?
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a squeaker.
It is, but I still think Trump's going to win. I'm sorry.
Well,
I do too.
that
I agree.
that prediction calls it
yeah.
for Trump right there. So, as Fiorella says, Trump too. So,
I don't count the dirty Dems out.
I don't count the
Yeah,
jury.
well, you never. Okay, can I talk about dirty Dems?
Hey, Chris, do
There
you
was a report-
Chris, do you have a
What?
volume control on your mic?
Why is it too loud?
You're overmodulating. You're breaking up just a little bit.
Oh, I don't even think my mic is on.
Can you guys hear me?
Now
Yeah,
it is.
you're fine.
And, and meanwhile, Joe Biden is at 131 and Donald Trump at 108.
All right.
in the Electoral College.
Did you get it, Chris?
But they haven't called Florida, right?
They haven't. I still
Yeah.
think.
Not
That's
I
even.
still think
That's
Trump's
a big
gonna win.
one.
Is that too loud? Am
That's
I
better.
over-
That's better. Thank you.
Okay.
That's much better.
I adjusted a little.
Perfect.
But I was just going to say you can't underestimate the Dems because there was a report here that there was several ballots received by people that were already filled out
Oh, how convenient.
with Biden.
It's efficient.
How efficient. And there were lots of ballots found in the garbage that were not filled out. So
He also has let's face it, he's got the Intel community behind him.
yeah, and we know how it happened in 2016 with all the
Right.
yeah, and yeah, I'm sorry, I don't trust them. I think if the Democrats cheat enough, they will win. But if they don't cheat enough, I think Trump will win. So I don't know.
It's going to be a squeaker, like we said, and I think no matter who wins, we already know they're gonna be post-election actions taken.
Let's not forget
know.
that they've been running simulations on how to steal this election for over a
Right.
year. Tony Podesta, they you know, they've had their think tanks. They know every which way to come at Trump legally to try to take this
Right.
election.
And
Right.
all the courts are staying open late just for these challenges. So
Any reports of violence breaking out or anything going on, or is everybody just?
I
kind of
heard
like,
that there's people surrounding the White House, but that's all I've heard. So
I heard that
Oh, wow. Okay.
all of Salt Lake City businesses have boarded up their doors and windows because they're afraid of violence coming.
Yeah, it's happening here too.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Don't know if I missed it or not, but I saw it in the chat about talking about the governor's race in Vermont. Did we touch on? Did you see that the Republican?
yeah, I
took
saw that, Rhonda.
One?
I'm sorry, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. I'm kind of. Wow.
I know, right? We were like, wow, too.
Now,
I thought Zuckerman had it. I wasn't even paying attention to the Republicans.
yeah.
Solidarity.
Solidarity, man. Now, we're going to have what? In about an hour, we're going to have the West Coast drop, right?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, ours
8
our
o'clock.
polls have closed as of 37 minutes ago.
Yeah, you guys are
I'm in Utah, so
62% counted in Utah. So, Donald Trump's got 55, Biden's down to 41 now, so.
yeah, but then that's not. They still have a long time to count the mail-in ballots, which will probably be Democrats. So
Yeah,
that is so close for Utah. That just doesn't ever happen.
The closest one is Arizona. Montana, don't even worry about that. It's going to go Trump.
Like,
The
yeah.
reason I'm concerned about if whoever gets it on the mail-in ballot, say in Utah, that is going to be a greater bone of contention. That's going to be more fuel for the fire for the whoever the loser is.
I agree.
You know,
Probably,
that's
but-
what my concern is.
the Utah people are pretty like comfortable with the mail-in ballots, but I'm not saying the Trump people will have that calmness about
Yeah, I think we can count on that not happening.
But in general, like even our Republican governor has lots of confidence in the mail-in ballot, because we've been doing that for a little while. They started it, last election cycle, last presidential election, at least in most counties. So I don't know. Trump wins Missouri.
Is Vanilla Ice running in Florida this year?
Vanilla Ice, what?
These were some late
No,
entries.
he melted.
These were some late Ashley, but I love the Rick Ashley because he'll never give you
This is
up.
cool.
He'll never, break your heart.
Who was that one guy that was running? He was a singer, a rapper dude or something. That was first for Trump.
Kanye.
Kanye. He was on the ballot in Utah. I'm like, really?
For what, like
Is
2
this
minutes,
serious?
wasn't it?
Yeah, I
No,
think.
he was on the ballot. I don't
Was
know.
it really?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he
that's-
was on the ballot in 6 states. The birthday party.
Yeah, Taylor
Yeah, he was-
Taylor Swift was his campaign manager.
Oh my
That was
god!
a winning ticket.
Did Taylor Swift really?
No,
I don't know. I didn't pay
No.
attention.
no.
I can't believe what's her name? That chick. What's her name? Gosh, Gaga, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Like, are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
that was
I thought you were a
stupid.
semi-decent person, and then you go and do that for Biden. Really?
Look at that Fox News exit poll. 72% in favor of change to a government health care plan.
Real shocker.
Yeah, and
29% opposed, and this is what we have.
yep,
Yeah.
they're just giving us the finger, ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen.
Absolutely no representation in DC.
Yeah, this was
Oh no.
this was my take on the election today, and I think it's pretty much right on. Don't you think that's about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry to be so brutal, but it's true, and that's why right there. That's why Biden's probably going to lose
Yeah.
right there, because you take 5th place and no place and run them against Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Really?
Right.
Really?
And Hillary with Podesta and
Yeah.
the whole machine behind her couldn't.
Yeah, it's like, get a clue. I've let it be known. Don't even try and shame myself or anybody in my circle, because we're gonna rip you a new one. So that's it. We're done.
Well, we all know Hillary lost because of those damn Bernie bros.
Oh yeah, those damn Bernie bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. Because of me, I'm sure it was my vote.
it was.
Yeah, it was me.
It was
Mine
Susan
too.
Sarandon.
Damn.
I was just such a sucky
Yeah.
Bernie bro. I totally screwed it up for Hillary.
No.
Yeah, most of the Bernie Bros I know are women. So there you go. What is this, Chanda? We got a minute or two to kill here.
Yeah, this is a shocking. Okay, so I knew that Hunter Biden was in the military, but I didn't know he joined when he was in his 40s, and Biden swore him in. And then when he
God.
reported, he tested positive for cocaine for his first reporting to the military. What?
Oh my
Why is
God.
nobody talking about this? I thought, how the hell did I not know about this?
Shit, I thought
It's like, take my
Because
son,
it's to
please.
establishment.
I thought you.
Talk about.
Well, to be honest, I think this is a private thing of Hunter Biden. It has nothing to do in the first place with Joe Biden. The thing is different when it comes about the money he's getting from the strange sources, in the Ukraine. But this is a private thing. I think we should
No, let me tell
could
you,
not
they
put
do
it on
not
Biden.
take 40-year-old coke addicts. In the
Yeah, if I was
No.
going to go down there and knock on the door and be like, I want to join the Navy Reserve, they'd laugh you out. They don't take anybody. That's also
You
the
have
fact
to
that
go through
it's total nepotism is
in
what
training. Yeah, you have
you
to go through boot
you
camp.
have to be like under 30 at
Right.
at
Right.
minimum.
So what are you guys trying to say? He got a letter from his daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was it,
Daddy
right?
called them begging.
it is. Roll the tape. It'll tell you.
All right, let's listen
right.
to this. Here.
That's it.
During his time as senator, Joe Biden earned the nickname the Senator from MBNA due to the Delaware-based credit card company that contributed significantly to the campaign, and Biden's subsequent push to strip bankruptcy protections from Americans with credit card debt. According to the New York Times, Hunter Biden worked at MBNA for 5 years and was a consultant for another 5 while his father was supporting the bankruptcy bill that would help MBNA. Even while MBNA was donating to Biden, they named Hunter as their senior vice president in 1998. Due to Biden and Hunter's financial ties to the company, Barack Obama's campaign called this conflict of interest, quote, one of the most sensitive issues they looked at when they were screening Biden as a candidate to be Obama's running mate. On May 7, 2013, Hunter Biden joined the United States Naval Reserve at the age of 43.
We have a lot of bad judgment in my family. My son, who's over 40, just joined the United States Navy.
He was sworn in by his father during a private ceremony at the White House and was assigned to a public affairs unit. However, not even a month later, Hunter tested positive for cocaine in the first drug test administered after he reported to his unit in Norfolk, Virginia. In a statement, Hunter said, "It was the honor of my life to serve in the U.S. Navy, and I deeply regret and am embarrassed that my actions led to my administrative discharge. I respect the Navy's decision. With the love and support of my family, I'm moving forward." Hunter claimed to The New Yorker that he bummed a cigarette that made him feel, quote, amped up from 2 men outside a bar the night before his first weekend of duty. He was given a urine test the next day, which came back positive for cocaine.
All right, let's just.
Who knew?
Yeah,
I never knew, but boy, the nepotism is rampant. on
Yeah,
that
just
one.
roll.
The hooker handing him the cigarette with her toes that did it.
We've got another video we could roll, and that would just kind of blow holes in that somebody handed him a tainted cigarette theory. But we're not going to go there.
This is true.
Jesus.
We'd be done
Reminds me of
forever.
I love the Obama concerns about conflict of interest. It's like, is that like the first time he's ever had a concern about conflict of interest? He sure got over it quickly.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow.
It was a pretty big deal, though. I mean, MBNA made billions.
Yeah. Marcus.
It is.
Marcus, what are you're trying to get in there?
The story about the testing, the drug testing, reminds me of a crazy story we had a couple of years here in Germany. You know that we Germans are pretty much into football. You call it soccer, and well, there was a very respected and famous coach at that time. He was also considered to become the national coach for our team here. And then the rumors came up that he's a cocaine user. And he went to the media and to the press and he said, no, everything is bullshit, everything is a lie, and to prove it, I will give you hairs to doctor for testing. and now what do you think happened?
It came up positive.
Exactly. He got completely ruined, you know. And he was so convinced that everything is okay, you know. It was absolutely crazy, you know,
because he's doing coke.
Yes. And I think what I wanted to say with this is a drug problem Hunter Biden has, you know. All the other stuff around it, how he got into the Marines, etc. You know, this is corruption. We don't have to talk about this.
Right.
Right. And insight and awareness says who really cares about this or these people. You know, the point is if Biden wins, this guy is going to be selling access to his father, which we already know he does.
Of course.
And the fact that he got whisked through the system so fast makes me smell some deep state involved.
Well, and the other thing, too, is that if this is how Biden operates, like, that's not going to stop or slow down. He's been doing this for 40 years.
Don't kid yourself. This kid's a gangster. He is out there just a slinging and a hustling for the Biden family.
But don't ask him to pay his child support because he
because then he has to turn over records and then he has to account for all that money that he's getting.
We have an offering from Melissa H. One of you ladies, please read that.
Uphill Media people may be interested in knowing that Delaware has more businesses registered there than the number of people living there.
Oh, I think that's very, very well known. That
Delaware is a haven.
A lot of shell.
Yeah,
it's a tax haven. Yeah, it's everybody wants to be a Delaware corporation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Clintons
I know
have
nothing shady there though.
There. Oh my god,
there's nothing shady going on, so don't worry about looking into any of it. Just
Joel, take care.
Don't
of
worry
all of
about it. It's fine.
And that's where Biden hails from. Isn't that cozy?
Yeah. Oh, Clinton's had something there. Gosh.
Hey, Rick, are we streaming in TBA? Just real quick.
Where I could only link them. I'd already started the stream when you asked, but I gave them the link,
Okay.
so they have that ability. We got some great news. Brent McKinney's been watching the odds, and this is kind of what we kind of calculated before. Trump now has 78% chance of win according to Vegas. I don't think I'd argue with that at this point.
I'm not. Hey.
I've never been to Vegas. I've never bet it in Vegas, so I'm hoping those odds.
I'm not a gambling man.
I'm not a gambling gal. Yeah.
I gamble once in a great while, but not very much money. I'm like the $1 or $2 gambler.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Texas Hold'em and I like card games, but I'm not slaughter or anything like that. So
I'm a Keno guy. I'm a Keno guy.
I'll put $20
I like Keno too.
Yeah. I got a system.
I'll play some blackjack.
I
like blackjack and and my cards. I like card games, but
I got a Keno system. I always win. Okay.
I go for dice and penny poker.
Oh yeah, between Keno and craps, I don't know which one I like better. Progressives getting their Bernie would have won memes ready. Good timing on that there, Brent McKinney. Thanks for that update. Just right in line with the deck. So there you go. What did you bring here, Chanda?
Oh, I love redacted.
Oh, this is a redacted Naomi Caravani report.
I love Naomi Caravani.
Yeah, she's funny.
All right, let's hear what Naomi has to say while we're waiting for the bad news. Oh, Jesus.
According to a new report, scientists from the International Humane Society are warning world leaders that factory farms serve as petri dishes for future pandemics, as they have in the past. We'll be reminiscing about pandemics. Oh, remember Pigeon Flu 22? Man, that was crazy when you got kicked out of that Trader Joe's for refusing to wear your hazmat suit and take the entrance chlorine bath. Crazy. Stay away from your vegetarian friends because they're going to be extra smug with this news. For years, Americans knew factory farms torture animals, destroy the environment, and endanger workers. And Americans were like, well, what are we going to eat on Valentine's Day? We can't have a heart-shaped veal chop broiled and marinated in its mother's blood?
Oh, God.
What are we going to eat? A plant-based nugget? Or even worse, vegetables? Now that we've had an experience with a pandemic, we're learning pumping animals full of antibiotics could breed resistant bacteria or a superbug. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria from livestock pose a deadly risk to people, but the farm lobby won't let scientists track the danger. Hostility to science is as American as apple pie wrapped in bacon and covered in a cheese-like substance that no one will ever know the ingredients of. It's a trade secret. In fact, the UK is freaking out right now over a post-Brexit trade deal with the US due to reports that the US has an unacceptable amount of bacteria on its meat. A little condescending, isn't it? The bacteria is from the poop in our meat, which we use chemicals to spray off, but apparently those chemicals don't really get the job done.
We don't particularly want to eat heavily chemically treated feces.
So we were eating poop for years and we didn't care, but a pandemic might be where Americans draw the line with factory farming. I mean, I don't mind being the one to get sick and die from eating a shit casserole, but I would like there to be others left to attend my funeral. Under this immense pressure, the animal agricultural industry has been attacking its critics. New documents reveal how the animal agriculture industry surveils and punishes its critics. It's like we all find vegans a little annoying, but I don't generally report them to the FBI. But the meat men and women don't try to hide what they're doing. The Animal Agriculture Alliance, an industry group who has the stated goal of monitoring activists, urged law enforcement and policymakers to intervene on behalf of the industry against the activists. AAA is a lot like the CIA, except the meat industry will be embroiled in what will be called the Cold Cut War. The industry's targets are veterinarians, some of whom spoke out against the mass exterminations of pigs earlier this year, with ventilation shutdowns, which is just as brutal as it sounds. The farms suffocate pigs very slowly. And that's what Big Ag wanted to do with the bad press that came after. Internal emails show the National Pork Council, another Big Ag industry group, frantically trying to come up with a way to deal with the blowback after the ventilation shutdowns. We definitely need to come up with a new name to describe this. I am getting questions from McDonald's.
Wake up.
I don't want to talk about it. I hate that stuff. Oh, I hate factory farming so bad for so many reasons.
Cheese Man was loving that one.
Well, yeah, but I didn't bring it just because of that aspect of it. It's the fact that they're going after these activists. So even it doesn't matter if it's factory farming that you're going out against or if it's big chemical or big oil. They're coming after the activists.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course they are. They've been doing that forever. Like they made it illegal for you to photograph the abuse that happens in these factory farms. That's a problem.
Great Halloween.
That's why we call it the chemical cartel.
Right. Real quick, there's an action alert out there. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Frontline has really been on the front line at polls and everything like that. So there's an Arizona stay in line. So people are in line determined to vote, and in certain Arizona locations, officials are trying to turn them away.
What?
That's not how democracy works, right? So people are invited to immediately go to the following locations and help support people to stay in line to vote. So if you can bring water, food, music, and your creativity just to keep people in line. And so we've got Somerton City Hall in Somerton, Yuma, Gideon, Missouri Baptist Church in Tucson, Prima, David Crockett School, Phoenix, Maricopa, Challenger Elementary School in Nogales, Santa Cruz. Sorry about my, how I say things here. Sunnyside School District Administrative Office in Tucson, Pima. Wade Carpenter School, Nogales, Santa Cruz. Bitmore Fashion Square in Phoenix, Maricopa. Tomahawk, Maricopa. The Nile, Maricopa. Faith Baptist, Maricopa. Somerton City Hall, Yuma. And Sally, Tsaile, it's Wheatfield in Apache. So Arizona, you can go to Frontline and look for the alert if you didn't get all those locations. But we need people out there to bring water, encourage people to stand in line, water, food, music, just creativity. They're trying to turn people away.
Bring them some pizza and some garlic bread.
Oh, where's our socialist pizza?
Chair, a folding chair.
A folding chair, some soda or coffee or whatever. Bring them stuff.
Shiatsu massage.
Yes.
I could use some of that.
Chris Foster wanted to make a comment here, and we got to let Chris in with his comment. Uphill Media, the pigs would rather be pumped full of that stuff than what David Cameron was pumping into them. I think I get that, Chris.
We love Chris Foster so much.
Yeah, I've got a quote here. Tracy Navarro had a good quote here. We know Joe, right, Clyburn? ? I tend to agree with that because that's when they kneecapped Bernie Sanders when they all got into bed and get behind Joe Biden. So there you go. If you want to blame somebody, there's Clyburn. I'd start with that guy right there. And of course, the number one blame I'm going to throw out tonight is Barack Obama. So there you go.
Agree.
That's it.
Barack Obama going to Flint.
Yeah. Time for an update. What's Germany saying there as far as the election, Marcus?
Let me see. We are in Germany. There is no final comment on this. They are only following what's going on in the States. I guess we will get the first comments a little bit later in a few hours when the situation is more clearer as far as it possible. Well, it is known that the Germans are not very happy with Trump, though we don't honestly expect that much from Biden. What we expect, what he would do is coming back to the Paris Climate Accord and
which is fruitless anyway. But
Anyway, and this is another
Yeah.
question, but he would, what the hopes in Germany and Europe are that he would get a little bit closer to Europe again and not like Trump did, clinging to dictators and other people.
Yeah. Wow. 7:58. I don't have any further election updates.
I don't know. PA just jumped up a little bit in their percentage.
Biden's at 135 and kind of static. Trump's up to 108 as far as electoral votes.
Trump's starting to gain.
Yeah,
he was 96. Now he is up to 108.
Yeah,
so
I'm getting
he's
ready.
gaining.
I'm getting ready to sharpen my fork so we can stick a fork in Joe Biden because I think this is where it's going to go. But they've been saying.
Yeah, well,
what is it? What is it like? 7 states that Trump needs. That's all they figured. So Biden can win all the rest, right? And what are they? Ohio, Florida.
There's Georgia, Florida,
Texas.
Pennsylvania. He needs.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, which he's looking great in many of those. Michigan was one that was
Georgia.
up in the air, but Michigan 54 to 43 so far.
I think he'll take Michigan. That's what I'm hearing from some people in Michigan that when they were at the polls, it looked like he was pretty strong.
Obama went to Flint, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
What a slap in the face.
Yeah.
What a slap in the face to those people who still don't have clean water.
Yeah, he went there to get a drink of water.
Yes.
That's
A sip of water, and it was not very convincing.
What, Marcus?
He should have freaking apologized the minute he walked through the. Yeah.
The second time he showed up in Flint, it clearly shows that this man has absolutely no shame.
No shame at all.
No.
The first
No
stunt was horrible.
self-awareness.
I would have told him where to shove his apology personally.
Well, yeah.
Friends over there
He shouldn't have
fighting.
ever showed up there again. I would be afraid of being assassinated if I were him.
So what do you guys think what do you guys think will happen if Trump wins? What do you think is going to happen to the Democrat Party? What's the first thing that's going to come out of their mouth?
They're going to blame everything on Trump and the Bernie Sanders people and the Green
I think it's going to be
people.
Russia and Iran.
And Russia, of course. And
Russia and
Iraq.
Iran.
And
Spring some China. Yeah, spring some China on top of that.
Sprinkle a little Chinese, a little dash of Iran.
I think
some Russian.
all of it.
All
of any excuse they can come up with.
Another
We'll have
sad.
the same narrative as in 2016.
Yeah.
Everyone is to blame, but not themselves.
Yeah. Hey, it worked in 2016. We raised a buttload of money. Let's do it again. I'm saddened to tell you guys. I really believe because TDS is so rampant now, we're going to have a jump in suicides tomorrow.
God, I hope not.
I truly believe it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. I mean, if you look what Melissa H says in chat, you got to imagine that a city like Flint decides to give Trump the vote. I mean, you cannot kick the balls of the Democrats harder than doing this, right? And I think
they should expect it.
They
They're
lost
stupid
Flint.
for not
Flint in
expecting it.
2016.
we know
a long
this.
time
We
ago.
know this. But you know how the Democrat paint themselves, and they're getting the middle finger from Flint.
They should.
Well, they're getting the
They
middle
should.
finger from a lot of places.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a lot of middle fingers waving right now.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to say, if you look at Ohio, there is one county, Athens County, is the only county that went for Biden at 100% reporting.
What's the demographics there? Educated? Are there universities? Is that an academic area?
So, would you like?
I think there's a big university there, isn't that? Is that where Toledo is? The University of Toledo?
I don't know what is in Athens, Iowa, or.
Oh, not Iowa. Oh, Ohio, right?
It's right on the. Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the classic.
Diving.
I
It
feel
just
like that's
seems
the
pretty
classic academic area. Like it's neoliberal haven.
A dingo ate me, baby. Not to mention, Joe was all too happy to promote Snyder's endorsement even after his criminal lead poisoning of Flint.
Wow.
Yeah. Why don't
That's right. That's right.
Hammer
Talk
that
about
one
in
home.
your face.
In your
Yep.
face. In your face. Thank you, Dingo. I would have remembered that next week when I'm getting attacked by everybody for Trump winning. So
Well, they didn't need the progressive vote. Remember,
No.
they knew that they had this all set with the Lincoln Project, with
Right.
bringing in all
Yeah.
these really awesome people like John Kasich.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the convention alone.
yeah.
I mean, that was
Oh, we're gonna have to break that off in their eye socket tomorrow when everything's all said and done. I mean, they have run this campaign for Biden has been another wonderful point of debarkation in the history of stupidity on the Democratic Party's part. But I still think this is by design in some aspects. I really do. I just think they're all working for the same criminals and the oligarchs picking who they want, and it looks like it's going to be Trump. So that's me. So I don't know.
You know what I think is really interesting is how like, we know the intel community is loaded in, whether the Clappers, CNN, whatever, all of them, they're loaded in behind Biden. So what does it say? What does it say about their actual control of things right now? Because if they really are, we think about the man behind the curtain, the intel community is so powerful, they must be losing their grip because Trump got in, and if he gets in again, what does that say about their power, about their hold on things? I think there's kind of a positive to take.
Yeah, that is kind of I think that's why I kind of, in the back of my head, I wanted Trump to win again, because that just shows that I mean, it's horrible. I don't want Trump. I hate Trump.
I know what you're saying,
I know what you
but
mean.
but that's the upshot to it, is like,
They didn't
what does that mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? It's like, it is a finger to the establishment. A big ass middle fuck you finger to the establishment. That's what Trump is.
But it's also,
It's a big fat middle finger to all of us.
to the marginalized.
What do you
and
do? I don't know. I
just feel
what
like
do
the
you do?
black community is also being held hostage in all of this.
Oh, they
I just
kinda
feel like
are.
they are in a headlock. It's like,
We had no one to
Oh
vote
my
for.
God.
They had no one to vote for. Who were they going to vote for? The racist or the racist?
right.
The one that wrote the crime bill, or the one that rails against Black Lives Matter?
Right.
Which
Right.
one were they going to vote for? Both sides are to blame for this. I just think the hubris was on the Dem side more than, Trump was, braggart about everything, but God, the Hillary Clinton and the Joe Biden, that I'm just better than these guys because I talk nicer.
Yeah, they're more civilized. They're more civilized.
But that
oligarchs.
doesn't make a better candidate. It doesn't.
No.
Ah.
But do we have? We don't have a good candidate, anyways. What were our?
No,
what were
that's
we gonna?
why I did not vote for either one of those bastards.
I just wanted to also point out, looking over and over at the different states' results, that Joe Jorgensen is slaying Howie Hawkins as far as third party.
Oh yeah,
Really?
big
Yeah,
time.
so
Yeah.
that's
Nice.
kind of
I didn't have him
exciting and
on my
surprising.
ballot, so yeah, I voted for Howie Hawkins, but I did see those results.
The West
And
Coast
we got
just
new
dropped.
numbers.
Yeah, the West Coast just dropped.
Yeah, the presidential election, Electoral College, we have Joe Biden at 209 and Donald Trump at 112 right now, coming from Huffington Post.
Well, yeah, what's Washington? California's huge. If they have their results in,
So Huffington Post has Donald Trump down by how much?
112 and Biden at 209.
well, we still have Florida.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot still in play.
Nevada could go either way.
Rhonda, are you here still?
Montana.
Yeah,
showing,
she's on. I see her.
Okay, I'm going to put myself in a
That's not
cam
gonna
till
happen.
she gets free. Okay, there we go. Oz is up here now. All right. Hi everybody.
I'm gonna pop off. Rick, do you mind? I'm gonna pop off the
No.
TBT bombers. I need to.
No,
check in with them.
thank you for
I can-
joining. Yeah, we really
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me. It was
It's good
fun,
to
you
see
guys.
you. It's
All
been a
right, you
while.
guys.
Good
I
to
know
see
it
you.
has. Take good care.
You
And
too.
You know, who knows? Who knows how this is going to turn out?
Fox News is calling it for Trump after 29 electoral votes.
Well, they were ready to call it like this morning. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But no, I
All right, you guys.
leave.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.
In the morning. Bye.
Hi, who's leaving?
Take care.
Bye.
Are you back, Rhonda?
Bye, Rhonda.
Yeah, I'm kind of just listening in, waiting to hear the updates from Mariana's campaign. Should be just a few more minutes before we get some results in for that.
All right.
So I'm on mute on that one. Just kind of checking in from time to time.
Okay, I'm going to position Chris into Shanda's camp. Chanda was feeling ill, and she's out for right now. So
Okay.
we've got a floating. I think it's just stomach upset or just stressed. So
Stress. That's why I took 2 Valium.
yeah, I know.
And meanwhile, we got the first reaction from the finance markets, and
What's
the future
happening?
the future contracts are rising. They rose to 3% in the top, and this shows that investors are speculating that Trump is going to win this.
And they love that.
They love this.
They love both options equally well, let's be honest.
So, is our Secretary of State site going to be doing their updates on there, or are we watching somewhere else? Because I can't find the links.
I've got it.
Can you send me the links for that, please?
sos.wa.gov.
Yeah, but it keeps taking me to the primary. I can't find the link to the general for some reason.
Just go straight to the sos.wa.gov and the first image. It
Here,
looks like
I just dropped it into our divers chat link too. So if that doesn't work, then there you go. Yeah, I don't have any numbers for our state yet, but they just dropped, so they're in play. I'm really personally interested in the 3rd congressional district race between Carolyn Long and Jamie Herrera Butler. That's my thing. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Is there no update on the Biden's at 209, Trump's at 118, but they're going to call everything pretty soon. And I think Fiorella's math is right on, personally. So I'm
He was calling it for Trump too, right?
Yeah, she was too. Chanda was kind of like hedging, but she thought Biden would pull it off. But
I'm on record. It's recorded. I called it for Trump.
Yes.
So if I'm wrong tomorrow, I'm wrong. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm on the right track here.
Yeah.
We will see.
Not that I wanted it to be that way. Sorry.
We will see. Earlier today, I saw David Duell,
Either way.
and he was very optimistic about the outcome of the election. And I think he had Biden at 335 in the end, which was, considering the numbers now, very optimistic.
Donald Trump was called for Idaho, I guess.
Yeah, David Dole is kind of. We've been having some differences of opinion with David as of late. It just seems like he's got onto the bandwagon with the trending of mass media and the polling instead of.
Isn't he getting paid by Trudeau though?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. So
They got UBI, and we know what happens with Canadian UBI.
Jordan thinks it's going to take days. It may. They've been saying it's going to take days to get this, and both sides are going to fight tooth and nail. So that's I know that. I know that.
Yes, it will. It'll actually take longer than days, honestly. I wanted to get people prepared for could possibly end up being.
Oh, there's going to be lawsuits and
it's
going to be
all kind of legal battles and all kinds of stuff.
Months-long process, yeah.
So it's pretty exciting here in Washington State. Our first county to report in is Ferry County, with 81% voter turnout, going all heavily Republican for all candidates and measures. So,
That's typical
0.09%.
for Island, though, right? Isn't Island been pretty
Ferry.
Oh, it's Ferry.
Yeah, Lauren Culp is beating Jay Inslee.
This is in Ferry County. Do you have a map of our precincts so you can show?
I don't have one handy. Can you drop me a link and I'll do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it looks like third parties kind of going to like 5% in my county. So I'm like, yay, that's big. I mean, that's pretty big. 5% of third parties. I don't know. They don't actually list the things. You just got to extrapolate from the numbers of the other two parties. But
Idaho goes to Trump.
yeah, Idaho and to Trump.
That's pretty good voter turnout, though. I mean, 81%.
Yeah. And even there's such a huge voter turnout. You know, normally we would assume that it would help the Democrats, it would help Biden, but what we see here,
I wouldn't assume that at all. I would totally take the other way.
Yeah, I'm just surprised Nevada doesn't have any results yet.
And on the other hand, I can understand it if you look at the enthusiasm. You know, there was not much enthusiasm about Biden, but if you were looking at the Trumpers, right? They were killing themselves to get him a second term. You know, and maybe that's also a reason.
Yeah, yeah. But it looks like most, like Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania all look like they're going to Trump.
Yes.
So, what about Michigan? And Michigan, I think. Yeah, Michigan. Like all of these states that were toss-ups, except for Arizona, are going to Trump. Or wait, no, yeah, Arizona's going to Biden, but all the other ones are going to Trump.
Iowa is narrow, 65 in, 51.1 to 47.2. That's not much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, Wisconsin looks like Trump. Michigan looks like Trump. Pennsylvania looks like Trump. Ohio looks like Trump. Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, all Trump. I think it's Trump. It's just...
And then there's a question about Virginia. Virginia, they got 60% in, and there is a Trump in.
Yeah, what the hell? That makes absolutely no sense. See, that I was watching that on the regular news on TV, and they were showing like this person won, but it didn't match. I don't know. I think there's going to be other upsets that they're not. Yeah.
Rhode Island is also very close.
2016 was the same way. It's like, oh yeah, they're going to win this state. And then bam, changed overnight. I went to sleep because it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night and woke up in the morning to Trump being our president. So, you never know what's going to happen when you go to sleep during election night.
Good that you mentioned this, because I gotta say goodbye for tonight.
Oh, Marcus.
Well, thank you for joining us, Marcus.
Yes.
Really
it was
appreciate
very good to be on with you again twice this week. How crazy is that?
I would like to say it was a pleasure. You know, it is a pleasure to be with you, but under the circumstances, good night.
Yeah.
Good night, Marcus.
Good night. Forget it ever existed. It's all good.
See you later.
Farewell
See you
and good
on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Marcus. Get some sleep.
So it looks like Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris is leading here in Washington so far.
Washington State?
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of expected, though, right?
Yeah, right now, actually, Del Bene looks to be behind. But again, I think we're probably pretty early, but looks like...
oh, wait, bam. California.
Jeffrey Butler, Republican, looks like at this moment is beating Susan Del Bene.
That would be a miracle.
Larson is ahead right now. Jamie Herrera Butler's ahead, 59.42% versus 40.32.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Jamie Herrera Butler is at 59.42%, and Carolyn Long is at 40.32%.
Okay, I'm confused. Why in Washington it says that Joseph Biden got 30.6% and Donald Trump got 67.9%, but there's a check mark on Biden. What the hell?
That's old now. It's Biden's at 54%, Trump's at 42%, Joe Jorgensen is at 2%.
Why is my computer so slow? I keep refreshing it and it still doesn't work.
Looks like new house is over McKinley, which we knew that, it's definitely a deep red area, but I was hoping still that we'd get McKinley in. McMorris Rogers is at 70% right now. Kilmer, for some reason they're not giving us any results on Primilla. Maybe they just haven't gotten any from that area. I don't know.
Not personally at all worried about that race.
Right. Schreier and Jensen, nothing in for that yet. Or Adam Smith. It looks like Strickland is up a little bit over Doglio. Again, we're still pretty early in on some results. I'm hoping that we can get Doglio over that line. Inslee is up on Culp so far, good, but I still can't believe Culp's getting any kind of votes.
Well, look what's happening nationally with Trump. I mean, the energy was behind Trump. We saw it all day long. He was filling up airports and wherever the hell he was going, doing a super spreader. And Joe Biden, 6 people at a rally. Come on. Really?
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. I think in 2016 there was something similar to that kind of happened, and yeah. Yeah, Michigan. I'm just really weirded out about Montana.
Hex leading on Leas.
God, that's too bad. That guy's a real turd.
I know, he's just horrible.
If only people would educate themselves and really research what people say and find out truth and stuff. I mean, novel concept, but nobody does it. It's so crazy.
I don't think they're ever going to educate themselves. I think we're done. I think you can stick a fork in us. I mean, really, not that Biden was going to do anything different, but now we're going to go full.
I mean, it doesn't, to me, the presidential race meant nothing. I was more, hoping that the Senate would switch, but I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, I hate to be like this. I mean, like's been said, and people are saying it in the chat, we still have a lot of things to go. Things could change. If it's that close, things could change on a dime. Is that the graphic you wanted, Amber?
Yes, that is Ferry County.
Okay.
81% voter turnout.
Yeah, that's it's all red. Yeah, Eastern Washington, the red place to be.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Washington so much.
Well, they're just as cuckoo here as they are anywhere else. Yeah, I think Carolyn Long is performing, so far she's performing worse than she did in 2018. Is that correct, Rhonda?
I don't know where she was at this time in 2016, so I don't know.
I think it was closer to 42.
We're still pretty early on numbers. I mean,
We're at 60% counted, but that's not.
There's only 72. There's only 785 blank in that one. I thought there'd be more. So
the Senate, there's 44 Democrats, 44 Republicans, and 12 seats remaining that haven't been decided yet. So the Republicans flipped one seat and the Democrats flipped one seat.
All right, I'm going to be back. I'm going to go check in with Mariana's campaign real quick.
All right.
Did they have results out in that area?
Yeah, that's why I'm checking it. I'll be right back.
Check Georgia's too.
Oh, wow. So the House results, holy crap. Hold on. Republicans, 136. Democrats, 102. 197 remaining. The Republicans flipped 2 seats. And the Democrats flipped 2 seats. What? I'm confused. 195 remaining. What the hell? I don't know what's going to happen there. That's going to be interesting. Let's see, forecast. What's the forecast?
Well, guys, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know either.
I don't know what to tell everybody in the chat.
I think I'm pretty sure Trump's going to win the election. I'm pretty sure the Senate's going to remain Republican owned. I don't know about the House. I know that it wasn't looking good for the Democrat incumbent in the House in Utah that was up for re-election. So I don't know about other areas, but it wasn't looking good.
It looks like Cory Bush won. Jordan Allen, I think Trump is going to win because of all the money he has generated for the oligarchy via his bullshit antics. Joe can do a lot of corrupt shit, but he can't do that. Good point. Maybe that's it. But I'm hearing the weeping starting now. If I open my front door, it's probably going to be worse.
Well, let's go back to the deck. See what's next.
Yeah, let's go back.
I mean, at least we know we brought some fun shit to play.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Chanda had to go. She didn't look. She got real pale real quick. So
I hope she doesn't have the COVID.
No, she doesn't. I don't think she does. But yeah. So Women's Wednesday. Hopefully she'll be up for that tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be.
Yeah, hopefully I will too. I'm gonna have to get out of here soon. Too,
yes. Yeah. Please do. I don't want to be there with a. Oh my God! I'm not going to take this call because they're going to be crying.
You know who it is.
No, it's my friend that said that Biden was going to landslide.
Oh, poor guy.
Doesn't he know better to know you're doing a show?
Yeah, he's probably not happy.
Yeah, I'm just seeing all these states. Trump is so far ahead in all those.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared too, Barb. This is our fearless chief that rigged the election for the primary. Let's check this out.
So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Biden and Barack Obama are campaigning in Flint, Michigan. I'm not kidding.
Oops.
So Barack Obama shows up in Flint, Michigan, and the only appropriate way to start his speech would have been with an apology, but we all know
Told
that
you
didn't
scooped me on this.
Did they sit down and have a beer with some folks in Flint? You know, since the water isn't all that great, did they have a beer? I wonder how many beakers full of water were passed around.
These are tough.
Dave Anthony says the tone deafness of Obama to go to Flint is stunning. It is. Well, why is that? Because here's what he did when he went the first time. He gaslit these people. This is what he did.
Can I get some water?
Jesus Christ.
Before a crowd of 1,000.
I really did need a glass of water. This is not a stunt.
Yeah, President Obama took a sip of Flint's filtered tap water.
This is not a stunt. As he's doing a stunt. This is not a stunt.
No stunt. Wow. Nope.
Assuring the people there that he cares.
I've got your back.
I got your back.
I've got
you
your
see the
back.
knife in
Did
it?
not give them clean water and didn't give them health care. He could have declared it a disaster area. They could have all got Medicare for all for the rest of their life. They ain't getting it. He screwed those people. Oh, my God. Here's a guy named Thomas Chatterton Williams who writes for the New York Mag and some other horrible places. He says the hard left, not liberals to be clear, is fundamentally childlike insofar as it fuels itself and its fury on a vision of some future state of purity that can by necessity never be achieved. The very foundation of adulthood is the acceptance of compromise and imperfection. Tell that to the people of Flint that they just need to compromise and accept dirty water. Charles. I like someone named Thomas Chatterton Williams talking down to people in Flint, Michigan. Something that they have to grow up. Jesus Christ. The hard left wants a future that can never be achieved. You know, like a healthcare system that the rest of the world currently has and saves billions of dollars. You're such a child if you want a healthcare system that works. What the fuck? Be an adult, says the guy whose generation had it better than the one after.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. What were the polls? Biden was leading Trump by 9% or more.
In Michigan, Donald Trump 60.2%, 37.7% for Biden in Michigan right now. Oh wait, that's not Michigan, sorry. 54.6 for Donald Trump, 43.6 for Biden in Michigan right now. I think it was a bad idea for Obama to go to Flint, Michigan.
Probably.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Joe's at 209, Trump's at 118, but the shoe has yet to drop. So Joe needs what?
Oh, yeah.
61 more delegates. Where is he going to get them there, Amber? Rhonda?
I don't know.
Where is he going to
I'm
get?
just seeing Republicans winning time, like Republican won this, Republican.
My math
won
is Donald Trump 272 and Joe Biden 266. Is that right? No, maybe.
that. I don't know.
Yeah. So, again, you know, it's all fluffy when you look at it, but when you get down to the numbers and
Yeah, why aren't they like declaring winners in some of these states?
well, Minnesota, Biden's
With
going to
95% in North Carolina.
well, you could interpolate Minnesota. How many delegates are there?
I don't know.
Yeah. And
It
Arizona.
doesn't say. They're making it harder for you to look. They used to say that when you scrolled over the state, like last year or last election. They'd say how many delegates it was, so you could do the math.
Well, just add up Arizona, Minnesota, and Maine and see if that comes up to 61.
I don't see how many delegates each one is. I don't remember.
Yeah, they don't really want you to know that, Chris.
Yeah, they used to. I remember them showing that every time you scrolled over the state, it would say this many delegates, and this is.
Well, even
numbers.
Arizona's really tight with 73% in, and Biden's got 53% and Trump's got 45%. So, you know, that's still tight, but Biden could pull that in Minnesota. So anybody know the delegate number for Maine, Minnesota, and Arizona? And then you'll have it figured out.
Florida's pretty high.
Have it figured out. You
And
get
Donald
those three.
Trump's got that one. Georgia.
If you can
Can't
get
be that
61,
small.
if you can get 61 out of those three, you might win. I don't know. Unless something flips. But Trump's going to go to Nevada's going to go for
Pennsylvania. He's got Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's got
I got
everything.
Michigan. He's got most of those states he needed to flip. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong.
Doesn't look good. I'll check
It
over
does-
on the tweeter and see what they say. This didn't age well. Thanks, Fiorella. But Kyle Kozlinski's final prediction: Biden 351, Trump 187. Kyle, you got some splaining to do. And I saw earlier. Amos, are you still in there? Let me see. Amos.
Hey, Mitchell, Snork Y2K.
Hey, story. Yeah,
Has a good.
no, you didn't
I like his.
Yeah, I don't.
prediction. Trump 301, Biden 237.
I think. Yeah,
I think he's pretty close.
I think the comment about David. I'm just challenging David Dole's cred, or not his cred, but his opinions. And I would even have the discussion with him on it, and I would hope that we could all join in a discussion with him, because he's kind of just like, I get that TYT feeling off of David Dole these days.
You know what's really weird talking about TYT? I unsubscribed from them like a long time ago. And suddenly I was subscribed to them and I kept getting notifications for them. Why am I getting? And I looked, clicked on there to say uninterested in this, suggestion. And it's instead of that, I got unsubscribed. So I was not subscribed to you. Same thing with David Pakman. I know damn well I unsubscribed from David Pakman, but I was suddenly subscribed to David Pakman and Tom Hartman. All these people I unsubscribed from I'm suddenly subscribed to. What the hell is up with that?
They buy and sell your data.
That's just crazy. I'm just.
That's how they work it. I'm just checking some of our local county races.
Jesse James is up.
Good.
So he's looking to
Good.
Percentage.
He's
51. I just had it up again. Oh, it is 51.15% to 48.64. It looks actually pretty promising.
Tara Simmons is up 64%. Kristen Harris Talley is also up.
So Mariana is down, but our whole 19th district has turned red. It looks like our incumbents were Democratic, kind of, and they both lost their seats tonight. It's
Dean Taco lose?
Yeah.
Good.
Dean Taco's looking to lose, and so does Brian Blake at this
Good.
point.
They're Republicans anyway, so what the hell? You're just replacing Republicans with Republicans. Jordan Allen, David Dole would never come. Nothing. No, I wouldn't expect David Dole to come on this program. I would like to say that in 2-3 years down the road, if we're still alive and we're still doing this, then we might be able to meet somewhere else. I would sit on a forum with all of our showrunners on Uphill Media at this current time against a forum that David Dole was on. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't go to their house. You know, we support Combo Couch. We support a lot of stuff that David Dole says, but a lot of it's starting to sound too, like I said, TYT-ish. It's too cliquish, too established.
He's going towards David Pacman.
Yeah, he is.
Tom Hartman's.
Yeah, and I gave up on Pacman 5 minutes after I listened to him, and Sam Cedar for that matter. And if you guys like Sam Cedar, I'm so sorry, but
I'm sorry.
He's a neo-lib shill. So
dead to me.
Yeah, and who's the new gal that came over from TYT to Sam Cedar, the young lady? She just left TYT. Emma Viglin.
Really?
Emma Viglin, yeah.
She was dead to me a long time ago.
Yeah, Nomiki Const went over there too. And I don't want to fight with these people, not that they think
I
we're
don't
anything.
either.
So, but they are not of a mind to have a winning team like we're seeing tonight, because they would back what we're seeing unfolding, and that's not what would win tonight. Bertie would have won this thing hands down. I swear to God.
Absolutely.
I swear to God.
Too. So yeah, Georgia's behind quite a bit, but she's doing really good for a very deep red district.
Yeah, she's got the stuff. Georgia's great too.
Liz Berry is up in LD 36 as well.
Yes. Let's see. There's a couple other of our. Let's see.
So far, Mr. Chop is ahead, unfortunately.
I know, I'm so bummed. Sheree, we really wanted them to take out Chop. Let's see.
Just checking out the rest of the results. Glee.
So LD 49 stays intact.
I'm going to save the rest of the deck for tomorrow morning, see if we can use it, if you don't mind. I don't think anybody's in particularly the greatest mood to go through this at this point. There's only...
No, and I gotta be... No, I mean, I get up way early, but I have chores I gotta do in the morning.
Yeah, and we definitely want you on. We want you all rested and refreshed for Women's Wednesday
with Graham Elwood.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that too. I will drop you a link right at 9, or sooner in the morning, Chris.
Okay, that would be 10 for me.
Yeah, so I will drop it as soon as As soon as I recover from my depression here tonight. I won't be taking too many Valium, just one, because I expected this.
Not taking two like me, and it's still not. I'm still not feeling it enough. I'm a little relaxed, but I think I'd be a lot worse off if I didn't take some value.
Yeah, Mark Charles, good vote. Good vote there, Insight. I don't blame you. I voted against Trump, but I certainly did not vote for Biden in Washington State.
I didn't vote for either one of them.
I could have been anywhere, and I wouldn't have voted for Biden. So sorry. That's
The
it.
one good news in Washington State is Pellicati looks to be in, and he is for a state bank, so for treasurer. So that's exciting here. I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Also, referendum 90 looks to be approved. That is sex education. Keep our, that's really important. And I'm really actually happy with a lot of the other measures that were on the ballot, advisory votes. One of them, they wanted to take our elderly care and invest it in the stock market, and that was not approved. So,
oh,
way to
thank
go, Washington.
God. They would want to do that here in Utah. I really hope that they never do that.
Gee whiz, Rhonda. Jamie Herrera Butler's beating Carolyn Long by almost 10 percentage points. Who would have thunk?
It's a shocker.
I can't talk to these people. That's my district down there. That's why I'm referring to that in chat, everybody. We have been telling those people, you cannot run a neoliberal and win in this district. You cannot do it, especially one who so adamantly opposes Medicare for all. Are you kidding me? So anyway.
They really think that sells well in Southwest Washington for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Just dumber than hell. So this should put a fork in the Democratic Party, but it won't. They'll do their crap again. We have to rise up against these.
They will never learn.
Never.
Until people just flat out stop voting for them, period. You just got to stop voting for the establishment shit. I guess that's why I'm kind of like more okay if Trump wins, because at least he's not establishment and continuing this process. But he is establishment. It's just he's pretend not establishment, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I
It just
get
says
you.
the quiet part out loud, and at least you know what you're dealing with. Where someone like Biden or Bush or all those Obama, they don't. They do it quietly behind the scenes, so you never have to think about it.
Well, honestly, you guys, I think the ones that are pink are going to go red. The ones I'm concerned are Arizona and Minnesota. I'm getting ready to burn out here.
I am totally done.
Yeah, are you guys ready to head out here?
I've got a headache, and
Yeah.
it's way past my bedtime. I'm usually asleep by 7:30.
Yeah,
I get up at 3 a.m. So
yeah. I don't enjoy doing this all day.
Have mass.
And leaving here eating a shit sandwich isn't much good either. But honestly,
I to give credits to everybody who worked their asses off, though. There is so many people.
Oh,
who
hell
never
yes.
did anything before that jumped in, whether it's working for a national campaign or just your locals to make it a change. So we got thank you to everyone who.
To all of you that worked your asses off for the good cause, fought the good fight. Thank you very much.
And no matter what, this is not over, and we, nothing is changing. We're still going full force starting tomorrow. There's things to do.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be fighting harder tomorrow, no matter who was winning, who comes out of this. So.
Exactly.
And thank you. Yeah, thanks everybody. We're not going to.
Jordan Allen, Tracy Navarro.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Mitchell, we always love you. Pelosi's district isn't reporting. Yeah, it's California. They're last, and there's probably lines from hell to vote, and they probably screwed up everyone who would have voted for someone besides Pelosi. So, you know how that goes in California. Insight and awareness. Thank you for coming and all your contributions. Let's see, Keith Hayes. Of course, we love you. Am I missing anybody? Tracy, number? Yeah. Right,
Cheesy man. Thank you, Cheesy man.
Cheese man.
Chris Foster.
Chris Foster. Yeah,
Timbo.
my eyes are half masked.
Yeah. Well, you go get some rest, and everybody take it easy. Just take a breath, take a minute, look at the glass half full. At least the stress coming up to this thing, and it's still not over, but. It's nuts.
Sleep tonight, you guys. Seriously, sleep. Don't
go to sleep.
Let this weigh on you tonight. Get some rest.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
late. It's 4:42.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out with a conventional trailer. We're just going to go out with the bumper. And again, thank you.
And you guys come tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning,
10
Women's
a.m.
Wednesday.
Pacific. 11
Night.
my time now.
Yeah.
So.
We're gonna keep swinging. We're gonna keep swinging.
Women's Wednesday. I hope the other girls make it. You two here.
Yeah,
I'm pointing at you.
Yeah.
We have to see if we're meeting as with national or not. If I don't have a meeting, I will.
Yay.
Great.
Okay,
Thank you
Rhonda.
so much, Rhonda. We really appreciate that. And get well, Chanda. Soon. We need you.
Love you. Thank you for all your work today. It was awesome.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.